Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today back with another match preview. This time it's Bristol City versus Swansea City in the FA Cup third round at Ashton Gate at 12:30 this Sunday. So yeah, let's get straight into it then. So mine and Luke's third time at Bristol away. I think it's our first time ever doing an FA Cup away game, which would be a different one. But yeah, obviously we haven't lost when we've been to Ashton Gate before. 1-0 win last season and then a 1-1 draw this season. So yeah, got a good record there. But this one's going to be a different test. It'll be interesting to see if we stick with the same or give some youngsters a go. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one nonetheless. But I think we should take cup competition seriously. See how far we can get. Maybe we could draw, a big team like United, Liverpool, City, all the big dogs, challenge ourselves, because we have had City a couple of times in the FA Cup, and it'd be good to, have a big team again. Yeah, what are your thoughts going into this game?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Yeah, I did really like the way we played against Burnley. I thought we were absolutely superb in that game. Considering they are the best team in the league, no doubt about that. I thought we gave them a good test. First half we were brilliant, but second half, we did go quiet, and then Burnley managed to see that game out. But against Bristol City, obviously it was a 1-1 draw earlier on in the season. We played against them away. It's a decent experience there as well. But I think in that game, in the second half, we were actually the better side. I think first half they took control, but second half I thought we were a lot better, and we could have gone on to win that game as well. But yeah, in terms of the FA Cup, yeah, I do care about the trophy. I really like it. I always like, you've got smaller teams, they may knock out someone huge, and that's why it's always a great tournament to play in. But I think we can beat Bristol. It's definitely a winnable game. But I think we need Cullen and Pro to start scoring a lot more goals now. Obviously Cullen's on great form. And yeah, we played very well in the last two games against Watford and Burnley. So if we can try and carry on, with those type of performances into our next few games, then we shouldn't really have a problem. But it will be a very interesting test.
Yeah, and then as for the injury news, so Bristol have got two players out. One of them is Thomas Callas with a calf injury, and the second one is, I believe, is Ayman Benarous with an ACL injury, and then Luke will give you the Swans injury news there.
Oh yeah, for the Swans, we've obviously got Liam Walsh and Michael Obafemi, who potentially could be leaving. Obviously, that's just news for another time, but yeah, it's just those two at the moment.
Yeah, and then key players then. So Bristol, the key men for them, I've highlighted these three. Firstly, I'm going to go with Andreas Weimann. He seems to score against us a lot. Scored against us a couple of times. I remember the first season back in the Championship, they beat us 1-0 and he scored. I believe he also scored now a 3-1 win against them last season. So yeah, it always tends to pop up against us. Secondly, go with Semenyo, another one who scored against us in the past. A very good player. And thirdly, I've gone with Hano and Masengo. He always seems to control the game. Very good in midfield. Still got a lot of potential. Still quite young. So I'm going to go with those three. But would you add anyone else?
Yeah, I think I'll just keep it at Inaki Wells. I think Swans, we always tend to be linked to him. In many transfer windows. When we play against Bristol, he always tends to show up. I think he's played for QPR as well, I believe. And he played well for them when he was down there. So I think he's a good player. And it won't surprise me if Swans may go in for him maybe in January or something, just as a another attacking option if Obafemi decides to leave. Even though we brought back Morgan Whittaker on loan, and we brought him back. So, but yeah, I think I'll go for Inaki Wells because he's a good player.
Yeah, and then Swans key players. And if any Bristol fans watching this, you need to look out for number one, Joel Perreault. He's got 8 goals this season, which is still pretty decent. Not as many as he had last season, but there's still a long period of the season left to go. Secondly, Liam Cullen. He's on form, 3 goals in 4. And third, I'm going to go with our skipper, Matt Grimes. But yeah, would you add anyone else to that list?
Yeah, that's 2 players. Obviously, one of them goes by the name of Joe Allen. Obviously, a very experienced midfielder we got. I think he's been very good since coming back. Obviously, he has been injured for quite some time at the club. Obviously, now he's back. And, he started to put in some good performances, played well against Burnley and Watford. So, I think, I'd have to go for him. And I think I'll go for Ollie Cooper as well. Same pretty much every single time. But I think, us Swans fans can, really see what he's all about now. He's come into the team, come through the academy, and, we sent him out on loan to Newport last season, put him straight into our first team. and he's absolutely superb. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Welsh duo in Joe Allen and Ollie Cooper.
Yeah, and now the lineup I'm going to go with then. So it's going to be a bit different for me. So in goal I'm going to go with Andy Fisher. Right wing back I'm going to go with Matty Sorinola. Left wing back Nathaniel Ogbetter. Three centre halves: Kyle Norton, Harry Darlin, and Nathan Wood. A midfield three of Joe Allen, Matt Grimes, and Cameron Congreve. And then leading the lines up front, Liam Cullen and Morgan Whittaker. But yeah, what's your lineup?
Yeah, I'll go for Andy Fisher in goal as well. And yeah, I'll go Sorno at right wing back, left wing back. I think I'll probably stick with Ryan Manning just because I don't think Martin would play Ogbetter. I don't think so. I'd like him to, but I just don't think he will. So I'll go for Manning left wing back. Yeah, three centre halves. Yeah, I'll go for Wood, Darlin, and I'll go for Norton, Wood, and Bengabango. In midfield, I'll go for Grimes, Allen, because I think we need experience, and I'll go for Jay Fulton as well. And then yeah, up top, I'll go for Cullen. Yeah, it's gonna be a surprise, man. I'll go for Cullen, Hero, and then Cameron Congreve and Cam.
Yeah, be interesting to see who plays. Hopefully, a few of the youngsters and get give them more game time. Obviously, as we mentioned, Cameron Congreve, Cottrell, Abdullahi, a few others, Ben Lloyd. So they need some game time. But yeah, now on to score predictions to end off then. So I'm going to say Bristol City 1, Swansea City 2. I'm going to say Tommy Conway to score for Bristol, and to score for Swansea, I'm going to go with, I change the scorers up because it's a cup. I'm going to go with Cameron Congreve and Matty Sorinola. But what's your prediction?
Yeah, and I think I'll go for a 3-1 Swans. I think we can win this convincingly. I don't see it going to extra time or penalties or anything like that. I go for 3-1 Swans. I do believe Bristol will score first because we do like to concede first. So yeah, I'll go for Andreas Weimann, probably the obvious goal scorer there. And then for us, I'll go for, I think Liam Cullen will get a goal. I think Nathan Wood will get a goal as well. And I'll go for Joel Perot as well.
Yeah, obviously a massive thanks for watching this. Before we end the video, we'd just like to say if there is anyone new to the channel, it'd be massively appreciated if any of you could drop a sub. We're currently 10 subscribers away from 1.1, which is incredible, seeing as we only hit 1k not so long ago. So yeah, that would be incredible. But yeah, obviously once again a massive thanks for watching this, and we will be back tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, cheers.